Never try to be, never learn to smile, just to keep things sweet. Born with a glare and a gut full of no. Even as a kid I could feel the cold. They want it polite, want it easy, want it tame. I showed up, wired different, still the same. I didn't get built in a classroom of peace. I got built where the silence got teeth. I didn't fit in at the bonfire circle, didn't laugh at the jokes, didn't play that hurdle. I watched how they moved, watched what they meant, how they loved with conditions, how they lied with intent. So I kept my distance, stay sharp, stay set. Learned early trust turns into debt. I don't fold for a crowd, I don't bend for approval. I'm the type they call problem when I don't move. Yeah, I've been this way, not changed, not made. If you don't like it, cool, that's the point anyway. Built different from day one. Ain't no switching me, ain't no switching me. No clean rewrite, no fresh start. This is how I breathe. This is how I breathe. Built different from day one. Scars on my spine, I didn't become this overnight. I become this overnight. I was forged in the quiet. I was forged in the quiet. I was forged in the quiet. I grew up learning normal is a costume, a tight little suit that shows your truth. Everybody trying to look like somebody. I stayed me even when it cost me. I don't do handshakes that come with strings. I don't do loyalty as a trend. If I love you, it's steady, it's deep, it's real. If I cut you off, it's sealed. I got that dark country soul in my chest, that back road blood and a restless breath. Headlights on, no destination, just a heavy mind and a hard vibration. I don't need a crowd to feel alive. I feel alive when the night goes quiet. I've been the outsider so long, it's a home. Now I'm comfortable being alone, and I don't need to heal into somebody else. I healed into me, big difference. Built different from day one. Ain't no switching me, ain't no switching me. No clean rewrite, no fresh start. This is how I breathe. This is how I breathe. Built different from day one. Scars on my spine, I didn't become this overnight. I didn't become this overnight. I was forged in the quiet. I was forged in the quiet. I was forged in the quiet. Yeah. I don't do fake peace, I do real distance. I don't do small talk, I do persistence. I don't chase circles, I don't chase trends. I chase truth till the daylight ends. I've been the bad vibe to the fake smiles. Been the too blunt since a small child. But what you call too much is my backbone. What you call too cold is my past crime. I learn quick, people love what you provide, then hate you when you won't comply. So I stay sharp, stay real, stay rude if I must. Cause respect without truth ain't trust. Yeah, I don't need validation from folks who switch, from people who fold when the pressure hits. I've been through it, I've been that ghost. I've been the name they bring up the most. Not cause I chase fame, I chase clarity. I'd rather be fit than be somebody's charity. I'm not misunderstood, I'm just uninterested in fitting in where the soul gets tested. I got grit in my throat and smoke in my lungs. I talk slow but the message hits like a gunshot drum. I'm not here to be liked, I'm here to be real, and real ain't always comfortable to feel. So if you're looking for soft, go elsewhere. I was built in storms, I was raised in glare. I ain't new to being a villain in a weak store. I'm used to it, call it outlaw glory. I don't reinvent, I don't repent, I refine. They want me just sharper with time. Built different from day one. Ain't no switching me, ain't no switching me. No clean rewrite, no fresh start. This is how I breathe. This is how I breathe. Built different from day one. Scars on my spine, I didn't become this overnight. I become this overnight. I was forged in the quiet. I was forged in the quiet. I was forged in the quiet. Yeah, I was forged in the quiet. Don't do polite cages, I don't do counterfeit. Built different from day one, and I'm still right here. If you can't handle it, keep your distance clear.
I felt out of place before I knew the name, before I understood. People play games, they moved in packs, I moved in thought. They followed noise, I followed right. I wasn't broken, I wasn't lost, I just didn't pay their kind of cost. I could feel it young, deep in my bones. I wasn't wired for their world. They said fix it, said soften your tone, said you'd go further if you played along. I watched them fold, watched them adapt, watched them trade truth for a social mask. I kept my edge, kept my spine, kept what scared them in my eyes. They wanted polish, wanted control, I wanted silence and a soul. Yeah, I don't malfunction, don't misfire, I just run on a different voltage. I'm wide wrong for their world, never tuned to their frequency. I walk heavy, I move alone, that's how I'm built to be. I'm wide wrong for their world and I won't recalibrate. I didn't fear it then, I chose not to integrate. I don't speak less it matters, I don't smile just to smooth the pattern. I've seen what normal does to men, turns them hollow from the inside in. So I stayed sharp, stayed rough, stayed raw, let them call it a flaw. I don't negotiate my nature, I protect it like a loaded chamber. I got that dark country hum in my chest, that outlaw pulse, that restless breath. Headlights cutting through empty land, no destination, just who I am. I don't need crowds to feel alive, I feel alive when the night's mine. I've been alone so long it's peace, solitude taught me loyalty. They say change, I say why this spine didn't bend the first time. I'm wide wrong for their world, never tuned to their frequency. I walk heavy, I move alone, that's how I'm built to be. I'm wide wrong for their world and I won't recalibrate. I didn't fit in it and I chose not to integrate. Yeah, I don't upgrade into something softer, I sharpen into something harder. They want comfort, I want truth. They won't say, I won't prove. I don't do handshakes with conditions, I don't fake my intuition. They call it anger, I call it sense. They call it distance, I call it defense. I learned quick who needs needs a crowd, who can't sit alone without sound. I don't fear being misunderstood, I fear becoming understood by people who shouldn't. I've watched men ride, trying to belong, smiling through lives they hate too long. They drown themselves in being light, then wonder why they feel so light. That road never tempted me, I'd rather be real and empty. I don't need approval to breathe, I breathe because I'm free. So if I seem cold, that's design, not trauma I left behind. I know exactly who I am, and I guard that like contraband. I don't chase trends, don't chase grace, I outlast by holding place. I was born this way, stayed this way, and I'll die this way. I don't belong everywhere, and that's the point. I belong to myself. I'm wired wrong for their world, never tuned to their frequency. I walk heavy, I move alone, that's how I'm built to be. I'm wired wrong for their world, and I won't recalibrate. I didn't fit in, I chose not to integrate. I'm wired wrong for their world, and I'm proud of the noise. If fitting in costs your backbone, I'll keep my choice. I'm wired wrong for their world, still standing firm. If this world breaks real ones down, I'll stay unlearned. Never learned how to smile on command, never fit right in their long-term plans. I stood out quiet like a loaded stare, while they laughed loud just to fill the air. I felt different before I had words, before I understood people and their nerves. I wasn't lost, wasn't looking for home, I just knew early how to walk alone. They said lighten up, said play the game, I said nothing and stayed the same. I watched them bend, watched them pretend, watched them trade truth for belonging. I don't move easy, I don't adapt fast, I don't forget, I don't outgrow my past. I carry it with me, every scar, every bridge burned on purpose. Yeah, I don't blend, I don't fade. If I stand apart, that's by design. I was never meant to blend in, never built to match that mold. I walk heavy, I talk honest with a soul that won't be sold. I was never meant to blend in, never wired that way. I didn't drift from the path, I stepped away. I don't chase crowds, I don't chase noise, I don't confuse comfort with a choice. I've seen what fitting in can cause, I've seen good men get lost. So I keep my circle narrow and mean, real small, real sharp, real clean. If you're in my space, you earn that seat, I don't give access cheap. I got that dog country weight in my chest, that southern grit and a restless breath. Headlights cutting through empty roads, just me, my thoughts, and the codes I wrote. I don't need approval, don't need a sign. I've been sure of myself since way back in time. I'm not hard to love, I'm hard to fake, and that's a line I won't break. They call it cold, I call it clear. I don't belong everywhere, and that's why I'm still here. I was never meant to blend in, never built to match that mold. I walk heavy, I talk honest with a soul that won't be sold. I was never meant to blend in, never wired that way. I didn't drift from the pack, I stepped away. I don't do small talk, I do meaning. I don't do fake smiles or pretending. I don't water down what I am just to fit somebody else's plan. They want edge, sand is smooth. I want truth even when it bruises. I've been called distant, dark, intense. That's just how you label depth. I don't need to be understood by all, just respected by a few. I don't fear isolation, I fear becoming you. I watch people lose themselves slowly, trying to stay light, trying to stay cozy. They wake up strangers in familiar skin, just to say they fit in. That life never tempted me, I'd rather be real and lonely. I don't envy crowds of fake applause, I envy peace and self-respect. So if I seem distant, that's intention, not trauma I forgot to mention. I know exactly who I am, and I guard that like contraband. I don't chase trends, don't chase clout. I outlast phases by staying grounded. I was born this way, I stayed this way, and I'll die this way. I don't adjust to fit the room, I let the room adjust to me. If it can't, I leave. I was never meant to blend in, never built to match that mold. I walk heavy, I talk honest with a soul that won't be sold. I was never meant to blend in, and I won't apologize. I didn't lose my place, I chose my side. I was never meant to blend in, never asked to belong. I built my life on staying real while the world moved on. I was never meant to blend in, and I'm still standing tall. If you need a crowd to feel alive, I don't need it at all. I don't need it at all.
They handed me a map that wasn't meant for me. Lines too straight, paths too clean. They said follow this, you'll be alright. But I could feel the light that first night. I wasn't made for corners, cut clean. I wasn't built for their magazine dreams. I tried it on just long enough to see that blueprint never fit me. They wanted smiles, wanted calm replies, wanted me smaller so they'd feel right. I watched them thrive on borrowed skin, watched them trade depth just to blend in. I kept my way, kept my edge, kept
that tension in my chest. They called it stubborn, called it pride. I call it staying alive. Yeah, I don't lie, I don't conform. If the mold breaks, that's not my fault. I never fit the blueprint, never matched that frame. I walk heavy, I stand apart. Been this way since day one came. I never fit the blueprint, never forced it to work. I didn't miss the plan, I rejected the design. I don't soften edges for acceptance, I don't dilute my presence. I've seen what fitting in can cost, seen men disappear and get lost. So I stay sharp, stay exact, say less, move with facts. If I don't belong where you're at, that's a sign, not a setback. I got that dark country ache in my bones, that outlaw pull when the night gets long. Headlights stretching down empty land, no destination, just where I stand. I don't need approval to feel whole, I don't need noise to know my role. I've been misunderstood so long, it's peace. Solitude taught me how to keep. They want me polished, I want me real. There's no blueprint for what I feel. I never fit the blueprint, never matched that frame. I walk heavy, I stand apart. Been this way since day one came. I never fit the blueprint, never forced it to work. I didn't miss the plan, I rejected the design. Yeah, I don't color inside lines I didn't draw. I don't live soft just to be applauded. They want predictable, safe and mild. I want truth even when it's wild. I've been labeled difficult, cold, intense. That's just what depth looks like from the fence. You call it ego, I call it spine. You call it stubborn, I call it mine. I don't need a seat at a crooked table, I build my own where I'm able. If your plan needs me smaller than I am, then your plan's flawed, not the man. I watch people reshape themselves till they don't recognize their reflection. They fit the mold and lose the core, then wonder what they're breathing for. That path never tempted me, I'd rather be real and empty. I don't envy crowds or borrowed fame, I envy peace and my own name. So if I stand wrong in your design, that's fine, I'll stand in mine. I don't chase comfort, don't chase grace, I outlast by holding place. I was built before the rules were wrote, I don't fit inside their scope. I'm not unfinished, I'm not confused, I'm just unapproved. I don't adjust to fit their plan, I break it. That's how I stand, I never fit the blueprint, and I never will. I stand solid, I stand alone on my own free will. I never fit the blueprint, and I don't pretend. I wasn't made to follow lines, I was made to bend them. I never fit the blueprint, never chase that line. Fitting in cost your backbone, I'll pass every time. I never fit the blueprint, still standing tall. If this world needs copies to run, I won't be one at all. I wasn't shaped by classrooms of praise, wasn't raised by comfort or safe days. I learned early how the cold feels real, how silence teaches you how to deal. They were formed by rules, by lines, by fear. I was forged where nothing felt clear. No handbook, no gentle hand, just pressure teaching me how to stand. They told me soften up, play it right. I learned strength don't need daylight. I didn't grow inside their frame. I broke out burning with my name. Every scar put steel in my spine, every loss sharpened my design. I wasn't made to look acceptable, I was made to be unbreakable. Yeah, this ain't refinement, this is fire and weight. You don't come out polished when you're built this way. I was forged, not formed by heat and strain, not raised by approval, raised by pain. I was forged, not formed, no clean edges here. I didn't come out perfect, I came out severe. I don't relate to comfort stories, I don't romanticize false glory. I trust what lasts when the lights go out, what stays standing when there's no crowd. I've seen men crumble chasing these, trading backbone for a little peace. I chose the hard road early on, that's why I'm still this strong. I got that dark country fire inside, that outlaw hum that won't subside. Headlights low on empty ground, just engine noise and a steady sound. I don't chase healing that erases me, I heal by accepting what made me. I don't need to soften who I am, I survive because of this. They call it rough, I call it real. You don't survive pressure without learning still. I was forged, not formed by heat and strain, not raised by approval, raised by pain. I was forged, not formed, no clean edges here. I didn't come out perfect, I came out severe. Yeah, I don't do gentle lies or polished truths, I don't pretend scars didn't bruise. You get shaped when life treats you fair, you get forged when nobody cares. I don't flex pain, I don't glorify hell, I just know what it took to stand this well. They want stories neat, easy to sell, I give them truth raw as a nail. Pressure didn't break me, it focused me. Pain didn't ruin me, it coated me. I don't fit molds cause I melted them down, built my spine where others drown. I've watched people soften till they vanish, till nothing real about them stands. They smooth every edge just to belong, then wonder why life feels wrong. That path never tempted me, I'd rather be sharp and free. I don't need to be like to breathe, I need to be me. So if I seem heavy, that's earned weight, that's years of pressure concentrate. I don't explain myself anymore, I survive things you can't ignore. I was built when the lights went out, when no one clapped, when no one vowed. I didn't bend, I didn't conform, I endure, and that's how I'm formed. No reset, no disguise, this is what lived after the fire died. I was forged, not formed by heat and strain, not raised by approval, raised by pain. I was forged, not formed, still standing clear. I didn't come out gentle, I came out here. I was forged, not formed, don't ask me to bend. If comfort's the goal, I'm not your friend. I was forged, not formed, be soft, they picked the wrong man.
I never had a soft landing, never had a plan B waiting. No safe version tucked away, no clean exit, no easy way. I learned quick how cold gets real, how silence teaches you how to deal. While they grew up with cushions and nets, I grew up learning consequences. They say everyone's got a breaking point. I say some of us had no choice. You either stand or disappear. Those were the options around here. I didn't get shaped with patience and care. I got shaped by nights nobody shared. No rehearsal, no rewind, just pressure carving out my spine. Yeah, I don't remember comfort, I remember resolve. You don't build this kind of backbone with room to fall. I never had a safe version, no softer side to show. I was built to survive the way, not to fold or go slow. I never had a safe version, no backup plan in sight. I didn't choose this edge, it's how I stayed alive. I don't relate to gentle paths, but stories where it all works out. I trust what stands when nothing helps, when you got no one but yourself. I've watched men crumble chasing needs, trading spine for temporary peace. I couldn't afford that kind of loss, and I paid early, I paid the cost. I got that dark country ache in my breath, that outlaw calmness stares at dead headlights cutting through dead end roads. Just me and the weight I chose. I don't heal by erasing pain, I heal by knowing why it stayed. I don't soften what saved my life, I sharpen it every time they call it cold. They call it cold, I call it living when nothing's controlled. I never had a safe version, no softer side to show. I was built to survive the way, not to fold or go slow. I never had a safe version, no backup plan in sight. I didn't choose this edge, it's how I stayed alive. Yeah, I don't talk trauma for attention, I talk structure and retention. Pain didn't make me bitter, it made me precise. I don't envy people who break clean, I envy people who never had to be mean. But I wasn't built for soft exits, I was built for long nights. No parachute, no safety net, just grip breath in a heavy chest. I don't need sympathy in my lane, I survive, that's the claim. I watch people reinvent themselves to escape what they couldn't face. I stay right where it hurt the most, turn damage into something solid. I don't pretend the past was kind, I respect it for sharpening my mind. If I move different, that's why I never learned to rely. So if I seem intense, let's earn weight, that's pressure compacted over time. I don't blame my tone anymore, I know exactly what it's for. I was built when there was no room to fail, when weakness had a price tag. Didn't get a safe way out, I became the way through. No fallback, no disguise, just for emotion and steady eyes. I never had a safe version, and I don't regret the truth. It taught me how to stand alone and see things through. I never had a safe version, no guardrail
saw, they should've treated me right. I never had a safe version. Don't ask me to pretend. If comfort's the goal, I won't fit in. I never had a safe version. Still standing tall. I wasn't built to be protected. I was built to outlast it all.
Stand before I learned names, before I learned smiles, before I learned games. Trust came late, if it came at all. I watched it crack every time it was called. They shook hands easy, I watched real close. Saw how quick loyalty decomposed. So I kept my distance, stayed sharp, stayed set. I learned early what not to expect. They grew up believing words meant truth. I grew up watching actions move. I didn't inherit faith in men. I inherited reasons to question them. I didn't start cold, I adapted fast. You get like this when patterns last. I learned to plant my feet real firm before I learned who deserved concern. Yeah, I don't open quick, I don't fold easy. Trust is expensive when you pay before. I learned to stand before I learned to trust. Had to hold my own when things got rough. I don't lean heavy on promises, I lean on what survives the dust. I learned to stand before I learned to trust. Before I let anybody in, I didn't shut the world out. I build myself first. I don't confuse kindness with weakness. I don't confuse noise with allegiance. I seen loyalty change lanes soon as pressure rearranges. So I don't rush bonds, don't want rush tide. I don't gamble truth on pretty lies. If you're here, it's earned in time, not declared online. I got that dark country weight in my chest, that outlaw pulse and a careful step. Headlights long on empty road, just me, my code, and what I know. I don't need crowds to feel secure, I don't need approval to feel sure. I trust myself when nights go long, that's where I learn to stay strong. They call it guarded, I call it wise. You don't survive storms with open sides. I learned to stand before I learned to trust. Had to hold my own when things got rough. I don't lean heavy on promises, I lean on what survives the dust. I learned to stand before I learned to trust. Before I let anybody in, I didn't shut the world out. I built myself first, yeah. I don't trust quick, I trust proven. I trust time, not movements. I've seen worse come dressed real nice then vanish at the first real price. I don't burn bridges for attention, I let them ride from bad intentions. You want blind faith, want loyalty loud, I want consistency with nobody around. I learned to stand when nobody stayed, learned to breathe when help was late. So if I move slow, letting you close, it's cause I remember how this goes. I watched people hand their spine away just to say they weren't alone. I chose solitude with structure, chose being solid on my own. I don't regret the nights I stood silent, learning how to to carry weight, those nights build something permanent, something trust can't imitate. So if I don't open up easy now, that's not damage, that's design. I know exactly what I can give and exactly what's mine. I don't fear connection, I fear collapse, I fear trusting what won't last. I learn to stand with nobody there, that's why I'm careful who I share. No shortcuts, no disguise. Strength came first, trust came later. I learned to stand before I learned to trust, and that saved my life. I don't gamble my foundation on words that sound right. I learned to stand before I learned to trust, and I do it again. I wasn't built by leaning on people, I was built by standing. I learned to stand before I learned to trust, and I'm still upright. If trust costs your balance, it's too high a price. I learned to stand before I learned to trust, that's how I endure. I didn't lose my heart, I learned how to secure it.
I grew up watching from the edge, never standing where they said I should have been. They moved together like the same. I learned early I wasn't built like them. I saw how fast smiles turn conditional. Happen always came with ritual. So I stayed quiet, stayed alert, stayed sharp. Learned the world better from the dark. They had circles, I had space. They had rules, I had my pace. They trusted words, I trusted time. Watch who folded under pressure lines. I didn't miss out on what they had. I dodged a lot of future bad. I learned independence before pride. Learned how to walk without a sign. Yeah, I wasn't lost, I was playing. Some past art outside the gate. I grew up outside the circle, never asked to be let in. I learned how to hold my own before I learned how to depend. I grew up outside the circle, that distance made me strong. I didn't fall behind the crowd, I outgrew where they belong. I don't envy rooms full of noise, I don't confuse crowds with choice. I've seen how fast they turn on kin, how loyalty thins when pressure hits. So I keep my circle narrow and real, few people heavy steel. If you're near me, you earn the place. I don't do access based on face. I got that dark country ache in my chest, that outlaw calm, that restless breath. Headlights stretching through empty land, just me, my thoughts in a steady hand. I don't fear being left out now, learned long ago how to stand alone. Isolation taught me discipline, taught me how to last when others quit. They call it distance, I call it free. You don't need a crowd to be complete. I grew up outside the circle, never asked to be let in. I learned how to hold my own before I learned how to depend. I grew up outside the circle, that distance made me strong. I didn't fall behind the crowd, I outgrew where they belong. Yeah, I don't crave approval from a group,
group. I've seen what groups will do to truth. They love you till you start conforming, then suddenly you're hard to deal with. I learned early how to read rooms, how to feel tension shift like weather. I don't need to sit at tables that collapse under pressure. They wanted me closer, quieter, smaller. I want it real, heavier, harder. I stayed outside by instinct. Turns out instinct saved me. I watch people shrink themselves just to stay accepted. They traded death for comfort and called it connection. That life never tempted me. I'd rather be solid and free. I don't fear missing out on noise, I fear losing my voice. So if I seem reserved, it's intention, not something I forgot to mention. I know exactly who I am, and I guard it like contraband. I don't chase inclusion or applause, I chase peace and solid cause. I was built on the outside line, that's why my spine holds every time. No invitation, no regret. Some roots grow stronger, left unkept. I grew up outside the circle, and I'm still standing tall. I don't need the crowd to feel alive, I don't need it at all. I grew up outside the circle, that space made me strong. Fitting in cost your backbone, I'll stay where I belong. I grew up outside the circle, never needed inside praise. I built my life on solid ground, while they chase borrowed names. I grew up outside the circle, and I wouldn't change a thing. I wasn't meant to join the noise, I was meant to outlast it.
Never felt a pull to follow crowds, never trusted noise just cause it's loud.
I watch people lean just to feel safe. I learned early how to keep my place. They moved in numbers, I moved in thought. They chased comfort, I chased what's not. I wasn't lonely, I was aware. There's a difference most won't dare. I saw how fast alliances change, how loyalty bends when pressure's strained. So I learned to rely on my own spine, build discipline one night at a time. I don't fear silence, I don't fear space. I fear losing myself in somebody else's pace. I didn't drift away by accident, I step back with intent. Yeah, I don't isolate from damage, yeah, isolate from dilution. Some strength comes from distance, not inclusion. I was built to walk alone, not cause I hate people, cause I know I trust my steps when roads get thin. I don't need a hand to stand. I was built to walk alone, that's where I found my name. I didn't lose a crowd, I don't chase bonds that need performance, I don't fake one for importance. I've seen what forced connection costs, seen men disappear and get lost. So I keep my circle heavy and few, real weight, real truth. If you're walking with me now, you earn that ground. I got that dark country calm in my chest, that outlaw breath that never rests. Headlights steady through empty land, just me, my code, and a steady hand. I don't fear nights without a voice, I learned solitude is a choice. And every mile I walked alone taught me how to last, they call it destiny. gonna build this kind of footing by leaning wrong. I was built to walk alone, not wired for dependency. I stand solid when it's quiet, that's my frequency. I was built to walk alone, and I don't apologize if connection caused my backbone. I'll pass every time, I'll pass every time. Yeah, I don't ghost people, I step back when patterns show me where they're at. I don't cling to what feels familiar, I cling to what stays similar under pressure. They need crowds to feel secure, I need silence to stay pure. I don't hate people, I hate masks. I hate the lie that closeness lasts. I've been alone enough to trust it, been quiet enough to adjust it. I don't fear walking solo now, I fear forgetting how. I watch men lose their backbone just to avoid being alone. They traded peace for company, then wonder why they couldn't breathe. That life never tempted me, I'd rather be whole and free. I don't need approval to move ahead, I move because I'm grounded. So if I don't reach out first, it's not damage, that's discernment. I know exactly what I can't give and what I won't surrender. I don't need saving, don't need repair. I built myself when no one was there. I was shaped by miles of silence, that's why I'm steady. No echo, no disguise, just one set of footprints that don't lie. I was built to walk alone, and it kept me alive. I didn't lose my heart in crowds, I kept my mind. I was built to walk alone, still standing tall. If fitting in costs your soul, I don't want it at all. I was built to walk alone, never scared of the night. I learned who I was in the quiet, under no one's light. I was built to walk alone, and I do it again. Some men are made for the crowd, some are made to outlast them. I didn't wake up and decide to be this, didn't flip a switch, didn't practice the image. I came out wide with a heavy stare, with a spine too stiff for polite air. They ask why you like this, like it's a phase, like identity something you trade. But I've been this way since bread one hit, before opinions tried to edit it. I didn't harden up from nothing, I didn't choose this tone for fun. I learned real quick what breaks men and what makes them run. I watch people fold to be accepted, watch them hollow out their direction. I stay solid, stayed exact, even when it made me the outcast. Yeah, I don't perform, I don't adapt. This ain't armor, this is fact. I came out this way, no reinvention, no disguise. This ain't damage, this ain't rage, this is how I survive. I came out this way, with weight in my name. I didn't become who I am, I stayed the same. I stayed the same. I don't soften truth to keep peace, I don't bend my spine for ease. I've seen what compromise does to men, turns backbone into maybe again. So I speak slow, I move clear, I don't crowd myself with fear. If my presence makes you uneasy, that's honesty, working easy. I got that dark country pulse in my chest, that outlaw calm when the night gets tense. Headlights low on empty road, just me, my thoughts in the code I wrote. I don't chase healing that erases me, I
I heal by owning what made me. I don't need approval to feel right. I've been right since day one. They say change, I say why? You don't stand still, that already survived. I came out this way. No reinvention, no disguise. This ain't damage, this ain't rage. This is how I survive. I came out this way. With weight in my name. I didn't become who I am, I stayed the same. I don't do glow-ups for acceptance. I don't water down my essence. You call it growth when people fold. I call it fear dressed up as gold. I didn't heal into someone new, I healed into something true. I don't chase versions that feel safe, I stay grounded in my base. They want evolution without pain, I want truth that remains. I didn't rise from reinvention, I rose from retention. I've watched men apologize for their nature, shrink themselves to fit behavior. They call it maturity, call it change. I call it losing what made you brave. That path never tempted me, I'd rather be real and empty. I don't need applause to feel alive, I feel alive when I don't lie. So if I seem intense, that's natural. That's just a pressure turned structural. I don't explain my presence anymore, I know exactly what it's for. I was built before approval mattered, before fitting in was flattered. I didn't arrive soft or unsure, I'm arrive prepared. No rewrite, no retreat, this is me, F-away. I came out this way, and I'm still right here. If you need me smaller, you won't get near. I came out this way, and I won't pretend I didn't become who I am, I defended him. I came out this way, no polish, no shame. If the world needs copies to function, I won't change. I came out this way, still standing tall. I wasn't built to be approved, I was built to outlast it all. I was built to outlast it all. I came out this way.
This ain't dirt, it's memory.
In this slow.
Every scar I earned fed the ground. Now the roots on my sound. Every storm that hit this clay still got my voice in its sway. Mama cried, the land replied, said, boy, this blood don't die. I bled young, I bled proud. The dirt just said my name out loud. They think it's mud, but it's cold.
Every drop of southern old.
Blood in the soil, oath in the dust. We built this life from grit and trust. Every name called in that red, red clay still speak loud where the lost ones lay. Blood in the soil, born to defend. This the law that don't bend. Every fight, every name, every call, we still rise. Blood in the soil. talk family, I talk proof. We build homes under truth. No gold chains, just rust and grind. The South got heart and it mind. Every outlaw ain't born bad. Some just raised where pain ain't sad. We don't fear no law nor sin. Our redemption live within. We dig deep, we don't forget. Every drop of sweat still wet. You talk fame, we talk field. Respect is dirt, not deal. Blood in the soil, oath in the dust. We built this life from grit and trust. Every name carved in that red, red clay still speak loud where the lost ones lay. Blood in the soil, born to defend. This the law that don't bend. Every fight, every name, every code, we still rise. Blood in the soil. We ain't men, we monuments. Our word got weight, cause our graves got roots. Every drop we gave built the South that stand. Every shout we made carved the sky again. Blood in the soil. Blood in the soil. 808s throb like heartbeats beneath. They said time erased them all, but we carved our creed in dark. Every outlaw ain't gone quiet. Our goals still start the riot. I hear granddad humming rain. His rhythm run through my veins. Ain't no death when the dirt still speaks. Every soul still sound unique. We ain't gods, we ground eternal. Fate don't wear white, it burn infernal. The road to mud, the hands of toil. That's our church. Blood in the soil. Blood in the soil, oath in the dust. We built this life from grit and trust. Every name carved in that red, red clay still speak loud where the lost ones lay. Blood in the soil, born to defend. This the law that don't bend. Every fight, every name, every code, we still rise. Blood in the soul. Low voice whisper. The ground remember. It always do.
We don't run our gold, but they can't bend our front. Every outlaw heart still pound, every grave still holy ground. They try to write us off in smoke, but we're the storm they woke. We don't run, we rebuild. Every fall we stay unsealed. You can chain our hands, not so. Every wound another go. The South ain't dead, it's born again. Every baseline say amen. The South won't kneel, the South gon' stand. With fire and heart and blood on hand. Every mile, every hill, every field. This our vow, we won't yield. The South won't kneel, we roar, we heal. Our pain, our pride, our steel. You can burn our name, you can steal, but the South won't kneel.
They said we lost, but we live loud. Kings of dust, not crown or crowd. Every outlaw, every son, still right till the racing done. You don't know pain. this field is born in dirt and steel. We bleed faith and diesel fumes, pray through rain, not rooms. You on mercy, try the clay, it tastes louder anyway.
The South won't kneel, the South gon' stand with fire in heart and blood on hand. Every mile, every hill, every field, this our vow, we won't yield. The South won't kneel, we roar, we heal. Our pain, our pride, our steel. You can burn our name, you can steal, but the South won't kneel. This ain't hate, it's heritage. This ain't war, it's remembrance. We don't bow cause we built this ground. Our faith don't whisper its sound. Who fought? We rise! Who hid? No lies! What side? Alive! We'll wait. Survive! Yeah, this land got ghosts and tone, but they march when we alone. Every rebel soul still got. We the South undenied. Ain't no throne can cage our grace. We wear freedom on our face. They want quiet, we bring sound. We rise louder underground.
Every field, every soul, every hand still stands, still command. You can shake the earth, you can steal, but this creed it real.
The South won't kneel, the South gon' stand with fire in heart and blood in hand. Every mile, every hill, every field, this our vow, we won't yield. The South won't kneel, we roar, we heal. Our pain, our pride, our steel. You can burn our name, you can steal, but the South won't kneel.
Low voice whisper. They wanted silence. We gave them music.
Snare cracks. Heavy storm bass enters. You can dig it deep. Still gon' hear me.
Ain't no silent where I'm from. Every whisper got a drum. Every liar think you hide. Got roots where truth reside. We don't pray, we apply. We don't beg, we justify. You can shoot, you can spin. We still ride, we still win. I've been forward in smoke and sin. Ain't no saint gon' get me in. You can bury what I said, still gon' hear me when you dead. Every grave got echo tone. Every name still carved in stone. Ain't no grave loud enough. Ain't no dirt proud enough. We still rise, we still tough. Ain't no grave loud enough. Ain't no storm drown this cold. We build roads from overload. Ain't no grave loud enough. We too real, too rough. Yeah, they talk, I make sound. Every word gon' shake the ground. We don't whisper, we ignite. Every wrong, we said it right. We ain't fake that southern grit. We just bleed and benefit. Every curse turn currency. Every doubt just fuel to me. We don't flex, we enforce. Every win a blood-borne course. You can't mute what came from mud. We don't fold, we flood. Ain't no grave loud enough. Ain't no dirt proud enough. We still rise, we still tough. Ain't no grave loud enough. Ain't no storm drown this cold. We build roads from overload. Ain't no grave loud enough. We too real, too rough. No way. We don't write history, we repeat it. Every legend got buried once. The loud ones, they still echo. I've been warned, I've been chased. Still I stand, still still I face. Every storm a southern hymn, every pain adrenaline you can cage, but I still roam. Ain't no lock stop home. Every scar a barcode, proof I paid that low. We the sun they tried to hush, now we back full crush. We don't talk, we decree every sound legacy. Ain't no fear in my lane, every hit sound my name. Ain't no grave loud enough, ain't no dirt proud enough. We still rise, we still tough. Ain't no grave loud enough, ain't no storm drown this cold. We build roads from overload. Ain't no grave loud enough, we too real, too rough. They thought I'd fade, I'd doubled up, turn my loss to a double cup. They talk God, I talk grind, faith in pain, bloodline. I don't bow, I define, turn my curse into sign. Ain't no silence in my faith, you can't kill what create. We the law before the law, we the creed that none saw. You can hate, you can hide, but we still override. Ain't no grave loud enough, ain't no dirt proud enough. We still rise, we still tough. Ain't no grave loud enough, ain't no storm drown this cold. We build roads from overload. Ain't no grave loud enough, we too real, too rough.
You can cover the noise, but the South still speaks.
We come from the dirt, we rose as one. We are the Legion of Dust. Boots in the ash, shots in the flame. Every scar on my arm know my name. We don't pray, we proclaim. Every wound earned, none in vain. Brother beside me, no crown to wear, just fist and purpose in southern air. Blood in our boots, gold in our grid. Every man forged, none counterfeit. Legion of Dust, rise and roar. Drums of the South, shake the cold. Every voice a cannon, every heart a drum. From the backroads dust, kings become. Raise that flag, no need for trust. We live, we fight. We're the Legion of Dust. Marching through static, I hear that bass, thunder and faith in the same damn place. We don't beg, we rebuild the sound, turn silence holy, turn pain profound. Our hands made storms, our names made fire. We don't follow gods who inspire. Every outlaw breath still feeds the ground. We are the echo they never drown. From dirt we came, to flame we climb. Each note eternal, each rhyme divine. Legion of Dust, rise and roar. Drums of the South, shake the core. Every voice a cannon, every heart a drum. From the backroad dust, kings become. Raise that flag, no need for trust. We live, we fight. We're the Legion of Dust. We're the Legion of Dust. We live, we fight. We're the Legion of Dust. Stand tall, your fears expired. This fire's ours, it's wired. No crowns left for cowards' head, just steel and dust and what's been said. If you thought the beat continues, cause this legion never diminishes. We ghost with thunder hiding, every word's a war igniting. They try to cage us, build our stage. We wrote truth in rebel rage. This ain't vengeance, this is vow to our last time here now. Ain't no peace, just proof we bled. Ain't no king, we rule instead. Legion of Dust, loud alive, we don't kneel, we thrive. Our gospel's grit, our hymns the fight. We make the darkest self ignite. Raise that roar, lift that trust, forever born. Whoa. The Legion trust. Legion of Dust. Legion of Dust. Legion of Dust. We ain't gone. We became the ground. We became the sound.
808 rumble like a bulldozer, banjo scraping with distortion. Step right up. We fix egos a southern way. No refunds, no survivors.
You talk big, but your backbone's thin. I see your pride shaking through your skin. You think the sound won't check your hype. We turn loud mouths to silence overnight. Ain't no crown in that hollow talk. Just shake your steps from real men walk. Respect ain't word of service earned, and your ego's next to get overturned. Ego reduction, serve it free of charge. We shrink pretenders, quick and large. You're back too loud, we stepping fast. Turn big talkers into things of the past. If pride comes cheap, we raise the price. Ego reduction service done real nice. I'm flexing dirt. Your little stories don't make me hurt. I'm built from truth, you're built from bluff. Southbound fists don't play that stuff. You brag like storms but rain like spit. Ain't no thunder in your counterfeit. One southern stare and your soul shrinks small. This soulless here reduces all. We don't argue, we demonstrate southern justice. Don't hesitate. Ego reduction, serving free of charge. We shrink pretenders, quick and large. You brag too loud, we stepping fast. Turn big talkers into things of the past. If pride comes cheap, we raise the price. Ego reduction service done real nice. Watch them fold, fake pride melts when true gets told. We stomp egos flat and clean, turn big dogs back to in between. Ain't no trophy for being loud, only dirt in a quiet crowd. Southbound power hits twice as hard, ego cracked like a broken guard. Your pride inflated like a cheap parade, one southern punch and it starts to fade. I don't buy hype, I repossess, strip your ego down to nothingness. Your mouth roll checks, you can't replace. My hands delete them without a trace. Your rep was taught till we arrive, ego reduction certified. Ego reduction service loud and raw. Backwoods justice, outlaw law. Wipe that smirk, erase that stance. You ain't built for southern advance. Boots on dirt, your pride's advice. We crush it clean, ego eyes.
We fix egos quick, but recovery takes years. Talk less, stand stronger, or get reduced.
First swing was mercy, but mercy don't repeat.
You ran your mouth like you healed from before. Guess your memory don't work anymore. You talk big, but your courage thin. So here we go, round two begins. I ain't a preacher, I ain't your friend. I'm the lesson you get at the bitter end. You wanted smoke, I brought the furnace. And this second swing ain't no service. Second swing sentence, final blow. You talk too much, now the dirt will know. No mercy left, no second plea. Your jaw gets judged by the South and me. Court adjourned, no lenience. This is your second swing sentence. Thought you talk loud and hold your ground, but down here pride don't get a reset. You play with fire, you lose the bet. You break too hard, you fall too fast. The second swing thing always hits the last. Your ego's loud, but your bones confess. This next hit puts the talk to rest. The first blow warms, the second seals. Justice delivered through dirt and steel. Second swing sentence, final blow. You talk too much, now the dirt will know. No mercy left, no second plea. Your jaw gets judged by the South and me. Court adjourned, no lenience. This is your second swing sentence. Twice, that's double wrong. We hit twice hard, we hit twice strong. Respect is earned through fist, not breath. In the second swing, that one brings death. You're out of chances, out of luck. This sentence here don't give a thought. You rise, you won't advance. Sentence serve, swing number 2, land. Your mouth don't learn, but your bones will crack. This second hit put your pride off track. Back row fury and a lightning flash, turn your claim straight into ash. Nobody says what disrespect buys. Your jaws are proof when the dirt testifies. Down here, we don't need suspense. One punch won, second punch hands. Swing, swing, gang. Said that, done and signed. Your loud mouth dead has been aligned. Southbound law, don't jump fences. We end the story with consequences. Talk less loud, speak with sense. So face your second swing sentence. 2 strikes, 2 chances, 2 lessons learned. Sentence carried out. Next case. Built from blood, built from backbone. I wasn't raised soft, wasn't raised clean. I learned my worth out in places unseen. I took my scars from a world that bites, earned my strength in the darkest nights. Every step I took carved truth in me, shaped by pain, by loyalty. Some men run when the wild wind moans, but I stand firm with blood and bones. Your talk comes cheap, your stance comes thin. My kind's forged deep under skin. You play tough loud, but you shake inside while my grit stays cold, sharp and tried. I ain't the one who bends or breaks. I'm built from every risk life takes. When trouble hits, I don't postpone. I'm built from blood, built from backbone. Built from blood and backbone, that's me. Raising dirt, carved in loyalty. I don't fold when the night turns stone. I walk with pride in my backbone. Hard roads, deep cuts, scars I own. I'm built from blood and backbone. Your fear kicks in when the ground gets tough. Mine locks tight when the world gets rough. You look for shelter when storms get near. I walk straight through 'cause I ain't built on fear. My pride ain't loud, my fists ain't show. My strength shows up when the lights run low. Pressure hits most men like a thrown milestone, but pressure's where I sharpen my backbone. You try to act fierce with your voice up high, but loud don't mean strong, just means you try. Real ones stand with a steady tone. Real ones speaking must form. You can't shake a man, time's overthrown. Not one built from blood and backbone. I've walked through places that break weak souls, faced down danger without controls. Cold winds hit, but my fire stayed lit. Hard task came, I never quit. My past ain't gentle, my road ain't kind, but everyone's strengthened my spine. You can't replace what life has shown. A man rebuilt from blood and bone. You're shaking trouble, I step ahead. You fear the path, I walk instead. My roots run deep, my stance is grown. My will don't crack, my heart's full grown. Through lands unknown, I stayed myself. Built from backbone. Built from blood and backbone, that's me. Raising dirt, carved in loyalty. I don't fold when the night turns stone. I walk with pride in my backbone. Hard roads, deep cuts, scars I own. I'm built from blood and backbone. You keep talking good. Every word you throw just build me bigger. I heard every whisper that you ain't my way. Every cheap shot thrown on a lazy day. You said I wouldn't make it, wouldn't last long. Still was too rough, too loud, too wrong. But I took that noise, turned it into fuel. Turned every doubt into a sharpened tool. You tried to write me off like a wasted drive, but every time you talk, I thrive. You roll my name round like it's bad for teeth, but you keep my story running underneath. You judge my scars like they prove I'm weak, but they're the reason that I still speak. You want me gone, keep speaking my name. You build the legend, you try to defame. Every word you slang, I keep alive. You talk your hate, I thrive. Pressurize, unfold, I climb. You talk slick, that's perfect time. Spread my name, my cash that shines. Turn your shade into my prime. Every rumor's just a free headline. You talk, I grow. You talk, I grind. You talk, I grind. You talk, I thrive. Every doubt you throw, keep my spirit alive. Every word you spit just sharpen my drive. Every you can't makes my courage arrive. You wanna see me fall? Watch me rise instead. You talk, I thrive. I'm fed by everything you said. You don't like my side, it burns your light. Don't like my climb cause it draws your side. You see me standing where you wouldn't stand. See me taking hits you couldn't withstand. You talk like I'm broken, like I missed my lane, but I turned it out in heavy game. My backbone stronger than your whole archive. You talking fear, I thrive. I walk through nights that would end your poles, carry weight that would crush your goals. While you threw jokes at a man in pain, I use the pain to reload my aim. You try to drown me in secondhand smoke, but I learned to breathe where the others choke. Now every rumor keeps my grind alive. You talking noise, I thrive. Be hit sharp, my steps get louder. Your guts are weak, my will gets prouder. You talk behind backs, I move forward. Every insult turn reward. Your circle small, my reach worldwide. You talk, I grow. You talk, I ride. Your hate, my spark, my reason, my drive. You talk, I thrive. You talk, I thrive. Your shade just keeps my hunger alive. Your doubt just makes my focus survive. Your nose just moves the hideout route. You wanna slow me down? That plan is dead. You talk, I thrive. I'm built don't break a man by speaking on his name. You just advertise him. Keep talking.
I'm the outlaw made from every cheap word thrown. From nights with no help, just grit on my own. From days where the world bet against my run. From fights I finished that they never begun. So when you talk now, I don't feel hurt. Hear free promo in your dirt. Your mouth roll checks my work made day. You talk it down, I thrive. Keep running stores, keep twisting the plot. I'll be too busy doing what you're not. I'll be in the gym, I'll be on the road, turning every room into overload. You gave me reason when life felt thin. Give me fire to never give in. You gave me fuel, you can't survive. You talk I rise, you talk I thrive. You talk I thrive, I turn your words into reasons to drive. Every shot you take keeps my grind alive. Every you want makes my will arrive. You wanted me broken, but I'm mine instead. You talk I thrive. I'm powered by what you say. If silence is what you wanted, you should have never said my name.
You talk I thrive.
Through land where the ground bites back, where long nights carve truth in a narrow track. You said I changed when I fought my climb, but you vanished first when the stakes hit prime. I built my way through the harshest run. You built your tone on a police on. You tried to claim I outgrew my roots, but you left your code for some quick recruits. You chased the crowd that approved your spin. Crowds don't stay when the lights grow thin. I kept my oath through the pressures rise. You kept your mask through your own disguise. You don't know power till the fear hits deep, till the world goes still and you guard your keep. You don't know honor till you're standing bare, but I faced the dark when no one was there. Cold land don't bow to cowards, it shapes the bold, it marks the powerless. You lost your voice when the low got loud. I found my stance through the breaking crowd. Cold land don't bow to cowards. I rose through weight, most men get devoured. I ain't the echo of your trembling view. I'm carved from storms you never passed through. You talk big now like you held your line, but I saw you fold when the clock hit grind. I kept my grit through the longest haul. You kept your pride in a fragile wall. I faced the seasons where the wind cuts bone, where you learn real fast how to stand alone. Your loyalty cracked with a single test. My loyalty stayed when my mind was stressed. This outlaw frame didn't come by chance. It came from nights where the lost won't dance. You don't know strength till your breath runs thin, till you fight for ground others won't step in. You don't know truth till the noise falls mute, but mine stays sharp as a steel-plated root. Cold land don't bow to cowards, it shapes the bold, it marks the powerless. You lost your voice when the load got loud. I found my stance through the breaking crowd. Cold land don't bow to cowards. I rose through weight, most men get devoured. I saw your motive slip out of frame. You wanted my grind without earning a cent. You rode my wave till the surf got rough, then jumped aboard when the tide got tough. But names get carved in the grit we choose, and you carved yours in a path of excuse. I'm built from lessons this county taught, that the hardest land sharpens every thought. Praise means nothing if the core ain't real. The cowards break at the first ordeal. So when this beat hits deep with a rural sway, it's truth in motion, that noise you portray. Look, I don't bow down when the storm grows tall. I don't trade grit for some easy call. I rise through heat like a forged blaze glow. You shrink as sparks, you pretend to know. My lane moves fierce with a backroad stain. You trip on pride, you never enhance. This southern trap with a heavy snarl ain't built for hearts that crack and fall. If you stepped off first, don't claim my lane. If you blur the truth, don't ask for gain. If you left the grind when the load hit high, don't try to return when the storms go by. Cold land don't bow to cowards, it burns through lies, it lifts the power. As you lost your name in a fading crowd, I shake my roar from the heavy strap. Cold land don't bow to cowards, I'm built from force you never encountered. I learned young not to loud get wise. Every extra word leaves leverage lost. They talk themselves thin just to feel seen. I stay unreadable, sharp and clean. I don't rush speech just to prove my spine. I let patient work while they waste time. They think silence means I'm sure scared, but silence is power when properly aired. You get your thoughts away. Piece by piece, I lock my tide and increase my reach. You argue emotion, I study position. You chase reaction, I move with precision. How your calm makes nervous man shake. Stillness forces truth to break. If you knew the cost of running your mouth, you measure every breath you let out. Still waters cut the deepest line. No splash, no sound, just damaging time. You thrash loud just to feel alive. I move slow, calculated stride. Still waters cut the deepest way. Quiet force that never fade. I watch tempers burn bridges to add. One heated moment wrecks a path. They brag their anger like it's bad, then play surprise when it turns to damage. I don't spill heat unless it's required. I don't spark fires I haven't wired. Yeah, they confuse volume with confidence, but loud fades quick under consequence. The ones who talk the most reveal fear. Every sentence makes motives clear. I keep my face flat, my voice controlled. Let the silence do what words never could. Every word spoken locks you in. Every pause keeps your options thin. Oh, why'd you show your cards just to feel brave? I keep mine hidden in on the game. Still waters cut the deepest line. No splash, no sound, just damaging time. You thrash loud just to feel alive. I move slow, calculated stride. Still waters cut the deepest way. Quiet force that never fades. I used to argue, used to explain, till I saw tall doesn't soften pain.
They don't want clarity, they want control. They want your reaction, not your soul. So I shorten sentences, sharpen sight. Let discipline win every fight. You speak emotion, raw and fast. I store mine deep and make them last. You think silence means something's wrong. I know silence is where plans get strong. Every quiet move compounds respect. Every loud claim builds regret. Look, still water don't rush your ways. It shapes the stone, it bends the gate. You burn energy trying to dominate air. I let gravity pull while I stay aware. You vent your rage, you leak your doubt, then wonder why the walls close out. I don't need to threaten posture or yell. My calm alone rings warning bells. Quiet pressure, steady grind. Now outlaw code with disciplined mind. If you ever watch my sentence flip a room, you learn fast how silence blooms. So I pause, observe, let tension stay. Let the loud ones talk themselves away. The still waters cut the deepest scar. No noise needed to leave a mark. You chase the